Attention listener, the following podcast of Genuine Guys may contain profanity and zany opinions. Viewer discretion is advised. Please don't hold us accountable of any conflicting opinions, but rather a path to growth of opinion and thereof. Thanks.
Welcome everyone, thanks for joining us again. This is episode 4 of the Genuine Guys. You have me, like always, Kumar, or aka Zyda. You have with me is Kumar.
Hello, guys.
And Adrian.
What's up, everyone?
So today is Friday. What is it? April 10th? April 10th. How are you guys feeling today? What have you guys been up to?
I was on a journey.
On a journey. Journey to what? To never ever left?
Never left. A journey to get it. What is it? I forgot the name of it. A switch light.
A switch light. Oh, how'd that go?
Started last night. I went to like 6 stores.
Uh-huh.
Walmart in San Leandro. Walmart in the Rasputin Walmart. Is that San Lorenzo or is that San Leandro?
That's borderline.
I'm going to say San Lorenzo.
Yeah.
Then I went to Target off of A Street. I went to Target in Union City. I went to Walmart in Union City. Nobody had it. And when I went to the first store, I went to the San Leandro Walmart. There was 2. And the dude in front of me bought both of them. So I was pissed.
Wow.
Yeah. And then the journey continued this morning with you, Kun. We went to, what, 3 stores total?
Yes.
Not too
I
bad.
know. I woke up. I went to go to the Target because you told me that they would have it in stock this morning. But apparently I came too late. Even the cashier, she was like, nah, you got to be here at 8 to get those. And I was like, it's not that serious.
I should have warned you guys that Target is the worst Target to go to.
I'm pretty sure there's so many people
That's
that go
the worst
there.
Target to go to.
The guy I
Yeah.
spoke to, he was like, oh, don't worry. But by the end of the day, we should have 1 or 2. He's like, we're getting 6 in.
Well, nope, that wasn't the case. So then I went to the Fremont Hub Target because online it said that they had a limited stock there. So before going to all these Targets, I make sure I call first. And then like they're like, oh, well, we don't have some in stock, but we're unloading a truck right now. So if you want to call back in an hour. So I was like, forget it. I just go there just in case.
Yeah.
And so once I get there, I see them with their carts on the floor. And then I go up to them and like, oh, do you guys have any switch or switch lights? They're like, nah, sorry, we didn't get any shipments. I was like,
You know what the guy at the Union City one told me? He said sometimes we get it and don't know we have it because it comes in, no one unloads all the boxes or they get stuck in the cage in the back. So until it hits the floor, they don't know because they don't want to go to the back and check.
Hella lazy.
That's messed up.
Go to
And that's the guy that told me they would have it. That's the guy at Union City Target who said that we'll have it. He's like, I know they're coming. They'll be here tomorrow morning. So it just depends on if they stock it, but we should have some by the end of the day.
Yeah. So then after that, that's when I hit you up, Kumar, because I checked Target online again, and it showed that they had some in stock in the San Ramon location. So I called them, and they're like, oh, we have 2 left. So I was like, okay, I asked them if they could hold it, but they couldn't because it's a high demand product, I guess. And so
and at that same point in time, I was about to buy one from some girl in Oakland for $220, but she didn't have a receipt, and I always want a receipt because you never know if it's stolen or not. So I told Kuhn, I was like, I'll meet you there.
So we both end up going there. I get there first. I check the electronics, and then they're like, oh, we just sold both of them to like a person, right? I was like, fucking scalpers, man. But that's what they're doing. They're buying all the stock and then they're just reselling it on Amazon or something, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like double the price or whatever. And so then me and Kumar met up afterwards. We went to this Walmart in San Ramon, but then it was all produce.
Grocery store only. I didn't even know neighborhood markets existed, but when I saw the sign, I was like, the fuck? What is this?
So then that's where we split up, and then Kumar went He was gonna go to another Target, but I guess you dropped by a Walmart first.
No. I went to that Target you said first because you said they had some.
Okay.
And then I was telling you to hit that Walmart that was in between the Target and where we were.
Yeah.
So I was like, he said there's some here, let me go. And then I had to wait like 20, 30 minutes in line outside. So that Target was letting like 5 people in every 10 minutes. It was not fun, man.
Yeah.
And the dude behind me was smoking, and I hate smokers. They're smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
And I had the mask on, but it was still annoying. Like I was like, "Can you?" And he's like, "Well, I'm 20 feet away from the door, so it's I can smoke here."
Oh gosh.
Right.
That is true. That is true. But
I
it's
don't
still
like
annoying.
smoking.
Exactly. Still annoying.
And then
it's
when
like
I
common
finally
courtesy, man.
Right. And when I finally got in, and I check, and I'm like, "Oh shit, there's like 12 or 13 here."
That's crazy.
Kuhn said there was a yellow one. Zyda, my bad. Zyda said there was a yellow one. There was no yellow ones. They had coral, turquoise, and black. So I told the dude I need 2. And he was like, "Oh, we can't sell you 2." I was like, "Why not?" Because it's 1 per customer. And I was like, "All right, cool. Let me talk to your manager." The manager's like, "No, just sell them 2. Why can't we sell them 2? There's no, it's not food. There's no cap on it."
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Well, I want 3." And he's like, "Well, I can't sell you." Where was I?
You're at the worker.
Don't worry, I can edit it. Don't worry about it.
The manager tells the associate, "Yeah, he let him buy 2. He can buy 2. There's no limit on it." So then I was like, "Fuck that. Let me get 3." And the guy's like, "Well, I can't sell you 3." I was like, "Well, I could call your manager." I was like, "It's for 3 people, not just me." And then I called Kuhn. I was like, "Hey, what color do you want? There's coral, turquoise, or black." And he's like, "Turquoise." So I asked Kuhn, "Do you remember this, Kuhn?" I was like, "So 1 black, one turquoise."
Yeah.
Zyda, you remember Zyda? I said 1 black, 1 turquoise, and he's like, and Zyda said, "Yeah." So then I told the dude, "Yeah, 2 blacks and a turquoise," and I walked out of there with 3. And I am gonna scalp the 3rd one. I am gonna scalp the 3rd one.
All right, let me say something. This reminds me back when the NES and the SNES Classic came out. I mean, even when the Wii came out, when that console came out, people were going crazy for the Wii.
Heck yeah.
But definitely the NES, the SNES, as well as the Switch when it came out. I got some bragging rights. I am 1 out of 10 people in Hayward to score a Switch when it first released. I got it at the Toys R Us on Experian, and the first game that I got for it was Breath of the Wild, and I love that game's amazing. I definitely recommend you guys to try that game when you get, if you have some downtime and you're kind of bored of Animal Crossing.
Breath of the Wild. Play it?
I don't, I don't anymore. But that was that game is so good, dude. That game is so good.
Soft copy or a hard copy?
I got a hard copy.
Can I borrow it?
He's like, "That's my baby."
Yeah, I'll let you borrow it. I'll let you borrow it.
I mean, what if I buy it and I'm like, I'm not a fan of it?
Yeah, I'll let you borrow it. But I'm just not sure if like the cartridge has the data. That's what I'm kind of concerned about.
I mean, you can save it to the cloud.
That's true.
Oh, that's why I need to see too then. Because if I have the cartridge for Animal Crossing, then maybe I could have that on the new Switch. But anyways, we went on this journey, right? For basically a game that recently came out and that's very popular with everyone right now. Animal Crossing New Horizons. Is that correct, Adrian?
Absolutely.
All right.
And the only one that's actually fully played it is Adrian. I have not played it at all.
Guys.
I haven't even attempted. My game is downloading. I purchased it like 10, 20 minutes ago.
All right, Adrian, what can you tell us newbies about this?
Well, I've been playing this game since the GameCube when it first came out. So if you guys know this song, dun 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 dun. If you know that, you're a true Animal Crossing fan. I played that, and then eventually it came out on the Wii as City Folk, and that game was not good, dude. That game just all it did was add like city elements, but it didn't really increase the depth of Animal Crossing. And then Wild World came out on the DS, and that game was good. Then after that, New Leaf came out on the 3DS, and that game just totally one-upped everything that Animal Crossing stood for. And finally, we get to New Horizon. I forgot the title already.
yeah, New Horizon.
New Horizon. And this game, oh my gosh, it's like the perfect Animal Crossing game. It has everything in there that you can do, all the collecting that the first game brought, whether you're collecting insects, fossils.
So it brought back all the desired features from the old games.
Well, every game has those same staples, the collecting and all, and just the bell system and buying things and just building up your house, upgrading your house and buying product from the stores and helping them grow. That's exactly like the old games, but this new one, it incorporates like this furniture system where you could actually put things outside of your house, because before furniture was only in your house. You can only put furniture inside your house. And then New Leaf introduced this that's the one on the 3DS where you could do like these public project type of things where you could get like trellises or like just random objects outside of your town and on the New Leaf 3DS version. But New Horizons made it where you could put furniture anywhere, like almost any furniture. And it just creates a huge customization. It makes the island feel like you can do, it's your palette. Like you could do whatever you want, like in terms of like how you express yourself creatively. Sorry, my mouth has
That's all good.
Yeah, this game just has so much creativity. It's so crazy. And again, it has its quirky quirks where you got these talking animals, you're the only human, and then you just talk to these animals and it's all just good vibes. They say some funky things. Sometimes they could say some mean things. Sometimes it all depends on the personalities. I forgot how they categorize these characters because they each have a unique personality type. My favorite villager's name is Shari, and she's a Uchi monkey, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get her yet.
Wait, what is she? She's a what?
She's a Uchi, UCHI monkey.
Sounds off topic, but it sounds really close to Hoochie monkey.
Hoochie monkey.
I could be saying it wrong. I'm not too sure, but she's my
favorite. Isn't a good thing. I'm just like, it's a kid's game.
Well, no. Here's the thing. A lot of people think this is a kid's game, but
is it not?
There are some questionable things in there that exist. That it's like,
highly suspect.
It's Hoochie. What's the name of the monkey again?
Uchi. UC. I mean, I think that's what the type of monkey she is.
UCHI? Is that how you spell it?
But her name is Shari.
Shari.
Yeah, I like her because she's super fun and just a funny monkey. And then there's other animals like wolves. Wolves are cool. Deers, I think. In New Leaf, I actually had like a tiger. Had a white tiger female and a white tiger male.
What?
So yeah, so there's
That's
like these
clean.
There's these little things in this game that exist that just make it feel very, very, I don't know what the word is, but it feels unique. It's awesome. It's fun. It's refreshing. I mean, this game feels refreshing. Like I said, I've been playing this series since the GameCube games. I mean, let's also not forget that the GameCube version even had Virtual Console. Like they had NES games in the game itself.
That's true.
And some of them were hard. You couldn't even get after like a certain time frame or something like that. I forgot. And that's another reason why I got into Animal Crossing, because I was like, dude, I just want to play these classic NES games, because back then we didn't have like NES Classic or whatever.
The downloadables.
Yeah. Like how kids nowadays have it. So, but unfortunately, they didn't bring back that gimmick. They never brought it back after the GameCube title. So, so just playing this game, recommending it to anyone that really wants to get into this game. And if you have you just want to express some creativity, or you want a game that's like slow pace or relaxed, this is the game for you. There are people who like to do this thing called time traveling, and that's always existed since the GameCube stuff, but come on, man, this game's all about taking your time. It's not a collect everything as fast as you can. it's a take your time and just be creative and just have fun with whatever things that it offers, as well as the seasonal events that occur. Just like what's going on right now with Easter, or in this case, they call it Bunny Day.
Bunny Day.
It sounds kind of like The Sims.
It is a Sims. It is a simulation game, and but it's quirky. Like it's Nintendo's. I guess Sims, if you will.
I mean, so I know for Animal Crossing, I played the GameCube one too, but I actually fell off of it after that. But I mean, seeing now how, I guess, since there's nothing really to do, since we're stuck at home, and it's always been a staple of like Nintendo since GameCube, I decided to like, try it again. So far, I have played it like for the past 3 days, and I'm really loving it. It's really enjoyable. Actually, maybe like too enjoyable. It's like almost borderline addicting. Like, so like what's stopping me from playing the game is my Switch battery being on low. So I take a break when it's on low, and then I plug it in and I go do something else. I go eat, drink, whatever. Like just to keep my mind, and then come back to it like 2 or 3 hours later, and then hop right back on. So it's kind of, you gotta like be careful with this game. It'll like get
It'll take over your life.
Yeah, it'll get you hooked. Like you wouldn't think it would, but like it's one of those things that could definitely like hook you right in, and you just be like, just a little more, just a little. Like I could just do this one thing, and then I'll stop.
I could understand that. On a sidebar, I remember when the Game Boy Pocket came out. It was the first console I think that I had that was my very own. I think the first console I had was the Sega Genesis. It was the family Sega Genesis, but it's the first console that like I bought with my own money. I had so much pride in it, and only reason I bought it was because of Pokemon, the original Pokemon. I think I didn't put it down for like 3 days.
Dang. See?
And I just kept playing it and then I remember my mom and dad yelling at me like, "Go to sleep."
Dude,
Why are you still up?
Yeah.
And I'm worried this might be the same thing. But
Well, it could be. I mean,
I know that feeling where you just I want to catch every Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean, it can be, and especially like if you have friends to play with too, like that could even like take it even more deeper. I was watching this stream yesterday. I was telling you guys about the one guy made a maze out of his island.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so it's not just like your unique maze where you're running through it like just to find. There's like different levels to it where you would like have to use the ladder and like go on different platforms, and he would like block things off. So like, are you going the correct way or not? And I was just watching the streamer play, and I was like how long did it take for this guy to make this?
The creativity is great. Hold on, let me be clear on something. I know I've been playing this title since GameCube, but the success that the game is getting now, and like all these people that are getting into it, it makes me excited for Animal Crossing. It just means that more product is going to come out of the title, and I'm super happy that like all this new stuff is coming, because I would never dream of I would never think of creating a maze in Animal Crossing. And now because this person has done it, it's like it just feels like the creativity is just off the charts, and it's welcoming for the community. So super happy for that and its success and everyone that's getting into it.
COVID brought it a lot of attention.
I guess so.
That is true. I don't know either. That's true.
But I mean, so Kumar, you're just downloading the game now. Like I said, I've played it only for 3 days. Adrian's the one that's more seasoned with this game. We don't really have much to talk about it other than, well, for me and Adrian, we're giving it like pretty high praise right now. I'm pretty sure a lot of the majority that has played it is also giving it a lot of good praise. Hopefully you'll enjoy it too, Kumar, and anyone else who's thinking about getting the game. Definitely invest in it, especially during these times where you need to pass the time. You won't be let down. Before we move on to anything else, is there anything else you guys want to say about Animal Crossing?
Just
Oh man.
oh man. Doot, 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 doot,
I got nothing
doot,
because
doot, 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 doot.
I
Okay.
haven't played the game, and
Nice.
I am excited to jump into it a little bit.
Nice. All right.
Just have
Maybe
fun,
we'll
everyone.
maybe we'll come back to this in a later episode and just like see how we've been doing on the game. It'll be
Wait,
crazy.
hold on. Just one question. What
Yeah.
do you have any plans of what you're gonna do to your island, Zyda? I mean, you saw me. I'm creating like a football field, and I'm still trying to figure things out. But I don't wanna just show it you until I'm done with whatever I'm doing. Do you have
Yeah.
anything that?
So like the reason why I chose my island when I played, I'm switching over to my other Switch, so hopefully the memory will stick. But either way, I'll still go back to that same island, hopefully, if they have it again. So the way it was built was like 3 different parts of the island, and then the bottom middle, like the bottom middle left
Yeah.
side, was the biggest part of the island. And then it has a river running through it in the shape of like an L, I guess.
Mhm.
And then also 2 other rivers, like antenna, I guess, for a bug. So what I wanted to do was kind of like make a kingdom where that 2 river island is, because it is on a higher end too.
Mhm.
So kind of like make a kingdom up
fort?
there. Not really my fort. It could just be like a castle or something, like something interesting that draws people up there, right?
Nice.
Like my house is already at the bottom, and I actually kind of like where it is. Um, and then just like to figure out everything else, I guess make it more into. I was going 2 ways. Either I could make it into like this kingdom where it's like super fairy tale-ish, or if it would let me go into like a super dark, like hellish kingdom. Like I don't know, not like burning, not burning fire, but it's more like just super creepy dark.
Yeah.
And then,
Well, you're gonna want. I guess we'll see how Halloween plays out, because the decor from Halloween could be pretty exciting.
Ooh, all right. Oh, there's one question though. So for how you could invite, I guess, people when you go to different islands to visit, is there a limit on how many people you could invite to live on your island?
To live on your island, man. See, the old titles, people could use the same cartridge and they could create their own character on your on your town, but this one looks like you only have one human player per. I mean, you could get visitors, but they can't stay on your island. Like, they're not going to live there.
Oh, really? So
Yeah,
it's just whoever you're there at the beginning?
it's just you and then the animals only. I don't think there's going to be like 2 players where.
Oh, no,
like,
not that. I'm talking about the animals. Like, you know
oh
how when you take the plane to go to another island,
yeah,
and then when you talk to them, they're kind of like, "Oh, do you want to live on my island?" type of
yeah,
thing. Like,
yeah.
is there a limit to how many people you could ask to live on your island?
I think right now, it's like, I think you could get 10 animals.
Oh, okay. All right. So
Oh
kind of
yeah.
have to be picky.
Another thing about this game, very important. The time right now reflects the time in the game.
Ooh,
So
yeah.
it's.
Oh, so time passes as if it was real life.
Yes, exactly. So that's why that's why if you time travel in this game, it kind of defeats the purpose of what it is. So that's why I suggest you be patient with this game for people that are interested in this.
Nice. All right. So I mean, that's all I really have for Animal Crossing. I actually want to go into this too. We talked about it. What was like your guys' first concert that you've been to, or like what was the most memorable concert you've been to? Just I guess your concert experience.
Adrian, you want to lead with this?
Yeah, okay, I'll go first. Yeah, so first concert experience. It wasn't until like I graduated high school, one of my favorite bands was Death Cab for Cutie, and my brother got me tickets to see the concert at the Greek Theater.
Nice.
And so when I watched it, I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is so cool! It's so mellow. I'm feeling it. The glove compartment." And then there's like, and there's like this couple in front. There's like two couples in front of me, and one of them was kind of like edgy, but it's like, dude, this music is mellow. How are you? Why are you so edgy? And then he accidentally bumped into like the other couple's girl, and then the dude was like, "Yo, man," ooh, la, 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 la. And then the dude was like, "Whoa, whoa, sorry, dude," and then nothing happened. But that was like that was something that but it's Death Cab for Cutie. It's mellow, man. But after like maybe 2-3 years later, when I was in Chabot, I went to this concert with my brother again for this band called Block Party, and that was just great. And I think they just released their second album, so they opened up with this song called "Song for Clay," and it basically starts off with him singing this weird hymn where he goes, "I am trying to feel," and it was St. Patrick's Day, right? So there's all these like white people all over the place. It was awesome. No, it was cool though, and they're all like wearing green, and they're like, "Oh, St. Patrick's Day," and then and then like my brother told me, "Hey, Eon, you remember where the location of the bathroom was?" And I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Okay, if we get lost, meet me there." So when Song for Clay opened up, all of a sudden I got squished in with all these dudes, and I'm like grabbing my brother's shoulders because I'm like, "What the hell is going on?" And then he tells me, "Eon, we're about to get moshed," and I was like, "Huh?" I said, because this is my first time going to like a hard hitting like concert, right? Yeah. He's like, "Yeah." He said, "Just remember the location." I was like, and then I was grabbing his arm, right? And you know me, I'm skinny, like I'm hecka skinny, like I'm super skinny. I'm wearing like super skinny jeans from Urban Outfitters or something. So I'm grabbing his shoulders, and he's getting swayed into the mosh, and I'm getting swayed out, and I'm literally like this, and then and I basically got pushed. I got pushed out of that center. Because the song, like the drums start going, and then and then the guitar goes dung 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 dung, and people were just going crazy. The St. Patrick's vibe was just going crazy. There's like cherry hair guys, and there's just big burly men. Big burly men. It was crazy. It was awesome. And then I just got pushed out, and I literally just went all the way to the back of the standing room area, and I just had to watch from there because it was just too. But I lost my brother after the first song.
Dang, so did he stay in the mosh?
Yeah, he got stuck in there. He got stuck in there, and I was gone. And I just waited for.
He probably didn't mind being in there, right?
No, because he already had experience. Like he saw bands called like the Mars Volta, so.
Those commonplace for him.
Yeah, those are. Yeah, he already knew what was gonna happen, and. For me, that was like I said. My first concert was Death Cab for Cutie, right? So it's like the glove compartment. Then all of a sudden, I go to that concert, Block Party, because I love Block Party. And when that happened,
you weren't ready.
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready, dude. And I'm hecka skinny, dude. And this, like I said, it's all these big burly guys, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Like Kumar types or something. And I was like, oh no! It was awesome.
I was husky. I didn't know I was burly.
It was awesome. Nice. It was awesome, man. And then I just had to wait for him in the bathroom area for the duration of the concert.
Well, so for both concerts, were you in that like pit area? Like, so it was general admission, or?
So yeah, it was general admission. So the Greek theater is more like. The style is like these steps, I think, or something. It's
kind of like Hollywood Bowl.
Hollywood Bowl. So I was in the standing area, but then there was no mosh pits for Death Cab for Cutie because it was just too it's nice, peaceful, mellow music. Right. But the other concert for Block Party, it was in San Francisco. I just forgot what the venue is called, but it was just, oh my gosh, that was awesome.
Nice. That's crazy.
Memorable experience.
Heck yeah. I mean, that's a good one, though. Hey, I mean, at least it's two experiences that you'll never forget.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Kumar?
2011 Ace of Spades. Of course, it's a Tech 9 concert. And this is my first concert. I had a very sheltered life. So I didn't go to concerts until like after I graduated high school.
Yeah.
And then after I graduated high school, I didn't really have money to go to concerts. So like in 2011, I was like, I got a little bit of money, I could splurge. So it was Ace of Spades. It was a Tech Nine concert in Sacramento, 2011. I can't remember the month. But it was Tech Nine headlining, and some of my favorite. So it was all strange music artists. So everybody was from. So everyone's Tech Nine's artists. So it's Tech Nine, Chris Caligo, Cut Calhoun, Big Scoob, and also one of my favorite rappers from Tech Nine's roster. It's a group. It's Mayday, and it's recognized as one half of it, and the other one is, I think his name is, you can tell I don't know the other person because I like Mayday as a group, and I like recognize the other half of it. But and I remember I bought the cheaper tickets, and then I think like it was you could get backstage passes to meet Tech Nine for like $150.
Wow.
Now that I say that, I'm like, man, I should have just spent the extra money. It came with the signed album. You got to take a picture with them. I've never met Tech Nine in my life, and I listened to, you guys both know this, nothing but Tech Nine. A few other artists, so I kind of missed opportunity there. But just the experience as a whole, like I've been to other concerts, there's nothing like a Strange Music concert. The vibe, as Adrian said earlier, it's white people. Tech Nine, it's not like if you went to a Bone Thug. Right, it's not like if you went to a Bone Thugs concert where there'd be African American people, some white folks, Asian folks. No, Tech Nine was like looking into a sea of white folks, and I was like, "Holy crap!"
That's interesting.
So, right, Tech Nine's majority of his following is Caucasian.
Wow.
I didn't have a crazy experience like Adrian. I think the reason I liked the concert so much was because it was my first concert, and it was one of my favorite artists. I'm never going to forget that concert. It was like legit the best concert of my life. Now, I did have a crazy experience. Dang, I can't remember the year. I want to say like 4 or 5 years ago. I went to the concert was with Dennis.
Oh, gosh.
And it was a Slayer concert. Adrian and me have a friendly common, Dennis. It was a Slayer concert. Nice. I don't listen to rock that much, if at all. Linkin Park, if you can call them rock. So I never went to it. This one was a legit experience. Experienced my first mosh pit. Nothing like I thought it was going to be. If someone bumped into you and you fell over, they bumped you over. Everybody stopped, picked you up. Great experience. I had some.
Wow.
There was some rated X, I should say, things going around in certain areas of the and it was at the Warfield. I remember I went to the bathroom and all I heard was I'm like, oh
my god.
And I looked underneath the stall and there's a girl with heels. I saw heels and boots. So I was like, someone's getting in. Cool.
Oh my gosh.
The Slayer concert was an experience. First time experiencing mosh pit. I went in a couple times and then I was like, man, like Adrian said, there was some big burly dudes in there too. I just didn't like getting tossed around. I thought I was big until I was in a mosh pit and I was like, not that big. I'm going to stand out here, but it was a great experience overall.
Nice. That's good. Ben. So did you enjoy the mosh?
I did. But I couldn't. It was like, it's high energy.
Yeah.
And I'm high fat, so I have low energy. So as soon as my energy went down, I'm like, uh-oh. I'm getting tossed around like a rag doll. Let me step out. I think I jumped in and out like 4 times, and then after that, I just called it a night, and I was like, I'm going to go where I'm not going to get moshed. But the concert experience there was amazing, too. The Warfield isn't too big. Yeah. They had pyrotechnics. These were probably the biggest speakers I've seen in my life. And, yeah, it was a crazy, fun experience.
That's good. That's good to hear, man. Dang.
Now, in terms of like someone that doesn't like is going to go to a heavy metal concert, and when they think of moshing, they think it's like just violent. But from your experience, how would you like describe it?
It is violent, but with respect. So, like again, when I fell, they didn't just continue moshing over me, and that's what my misconception was. Like, if you fall in a mosh pit, you're gonna get trampled, you die. Who knows? Not the experience I had at all. Like, I literally fell over because this big old dude, remember him too, big ponytail, and I was like, oh crap. Everybody stopped, picked me up, and then they continued and they checked, "Are you good? Are you good?"
Wow.
And then they continued. Dennis, on the other hand, was one of those big burly people just throwing around his body.
Just like,
He was
"Get out
having
my
a
way."
blast. And I can't be 100% sure, but I think it might have been his first Slayer concert too. It wasn't his first concert.
What?
But it might have been his first Slayer concert, seeing them in person.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, and the videos are on my Instagram. So if you go far back enough on my Instagram, I think this might have been like 2012 or 13.
Uh-huh.
It was right after borders closed. And I posted a couple of videos of the concert. Yeah.
Dang. That's crazy good.
And what's surprising is 2011, my first Tech 9 concert, my first concert ever. 2010, and then 2011, and then 2012 or 2011 was my first Slayer concert, which is mind blowing for me. Like two very different experiences. Tech 9 has a mosh pit area, but I was like, I'm more there to get into the music.
Yeah.
If you see me at Tech 9 concert, like I am if you not just at a concert, if you see me listening to Tech 9 music, I am completely immersed. Like my mind is committed. Today when you were following me, Kun, did you see my hand going up while I was driving and stuff?
No.
So if I'm listening to Tech 9, you'll know in the car because my hand will be bobbing, my hand's shaking. Everyone else, I'm like kind of just listening to the music and my head's going with the flow. Except for Linkin Park, I do the same thing. I get into the music, and with Linkin Park, for some reason, my foot has a mind of its own, and it just
because it's that aggressiveness.
Right.
No, I was kidding.
Your experiences.
Zyda, enlighten us.
That's funny that you bring up Linkin Park because Linkin Park was my first concert.
Whoa.
You know what one of my biggest regrets is?
What?
Never going to a concert with Chester there.
And
I've never been to a Linkin Park concert, and they're on my top favorite list of artists.
Oh yeah.
So that's a little disappointing for me. I'll never get to experience a true Linkin Park concert.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Chester.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, man, he's
every
one of the
time
greatest,
I listen to Linkin Park now, I kind of get like sad. I'm like, man, this music doesn't do the exact same thing because I know it will never be the same moving forward.
Yep, exactly. So it's gonna be hard to, even if like they decide to go ahead and move on with Linkin Park, I don't think it'll ever be the same. I guess I don't know. You never know. I mean, they did that with Journey, didn't they? They've done that with some bands.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who Journey is.
Whoa!
Okay, we're ending. We're ending.
I lived a very sheltered life. I went from Indian music to Tech 9. That was exactly. I went from this to headbanging, man, with Tech 9. So
hey, man, that's awesome.
Nice. It's crazy though. Thing maybe we do need to broaden your music a little more.
But I mean, Tech 9's roster, Strange Music roster, is very versatile. I feel like they have a little bit of everything. I'm taking away your thunder, Kun. Back to your experience.
That's all good. So yeah, first concert was Linkin Park. This was, I want to say 2000, 2001, maybe 2002.
Way before all of us, Adrian.
I was pretty young. I was like, I think in middle school, 8th grade, I believe. Either that or no, it had to be 8th grade. 8th grade in middle school. My sister bought me the tickets actually, and then we went. It was actually at the Warfield, and I always remember this because we took the BART. We basically walked to the Warfield Theater, and we were standing in line. And I'll never forget this because once we were standing in line, there was this lady, and she was like, "Y'all better keep my sidewalk clean, because I fucking work here." And we're like, "You work here?" I was like, who works?
Didn't you keep the sidewalk clean?
I was like, are you hooker?
My mind didn't even go there.
You work these streets? I don't get it.
Oh my goodness.
You work these streets, right? So I was like, me and my sister and like everyone we were with, we were like kind of thrown off by it. We were like, what does she mean by she works there? So we go into the concert. It was amazing. This was after their first album, Hybrid Theory, and then it was
Meteora?
and then it was going into Meteora. It wasn't at Meteora yet. They haven't made it, so it was like in between. So we got to hear some of the stuff that they were working on Meteora, and then some unreleased stuff that they didn't release.
Wow.
So it was pretty cool because it was like a underground concert, I guess.
Wow.
And
a friend we have in common told me no two Linkin Park concerts were the same. They did a lot of ad-libbing on their songs because they said, you know, the lyrics. This came from a common friend of ours, Raylene. Raylene's like, yeah, you'll never experience any concert like a Linkin Park concert. And that's another thing. I'm like, fuck, man.
Yep. And then, like, especially, you know how that YouTube video went out of Chester singing Adele's Rolling in the Deep?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
I wish I could have been there, but that was in the UK, I think, over in Europe. So, I mean, they did it because, you know, they were touring over there, and that's where Adele's from, right?
Adele, yeah.
So, and they usually don't. They never, ever cover.
They never
cover other people's music. So,
hey, they're paying homage to great artists.
I know,
I can respect that.
So, anyways, back to like it was an amazing concert. Everything was like awesome. Like we're like right up in front and everything. We got to actually meet them afterwards too.
What?
Like they set up a.
Bro, I envy you right now.
Like a meet and greet.
Yeah, they set up a meet and greet afterwards, and like we went through and we said hi. You know, like shook hands, took pictures and stuff, and then we actually took pictures with the openers too, which is funny. My sister has those pictures, but they're pretty good too. I wish I remember what their band name was, but I don't.
Ah, interesting.
But as we were leaving, this is like, well, I think around 11, 12 midnight at this time. So we were leaving, and then we see that same lady, and she's not in like street clothes anymore. She's in like janitorial clothes. Like she was literally cleaning the sidewalks. And like she was spraying it down, and like she had, you know, all the cleaning supplies and the mops and stuff. And I was like, oh shit, she does work like this sidewalk. I was like, oh man, all right. You know, we felt kind of bad because we laughed about it. You know, we were like,
yeah.
And then you're like, damn, man, she was
like, holy crap,
serious.
she is a cleaner.
Yeah, she actually works here. I was like,
custodials.
Oh, yeah. So that was my first concert. It was amazing. I'll never forget it.
Wow.
And you got to do a meet and greet, man. That's like amazing. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I wish I would have spent the extra. Like, I think it was extra $50 or $60 to get backstage, and there was a bunch of swag that came with it. Tech Nine concerts. Tech Nine, I feel like Tech Nine hasn't gone mainstream, as Tech put it. Mainstream has gone Tech Nine. So when you go to his concerts now, everyone is there. It's not just one group of people. It's really big venues. It's no longer like Ace of Spades in Sacramento. He's in a large venue. It's a small venue. Yeah. Like now I can't get that same experience that I could have gotten in 2011.
Yep. So that's why it's always nice, like, following new artists that you think that's going to make it big. Because, like, I'll tell you another concert is we went to Halsey. This was when
Halsey. Bro, I love her. I love her
too. And we went when she was still playing. I forgot what it's called. It's also an SF. It's a smaller venue. It's like by Japantown. But like this was when her Badlands album or EP came out, right? And then like no one heard of her at this time, and I felt kind of awkward just because it's like, you know, I was like, what, 30, 20, like late 20s, early 30s, right? And then I'm here with May, and then like there's these like teeny boppers. I was like, oh man, I'm at this type of concert. Don't look at me. like I'm not a creep, all right? I just love the music. So, but now she's blown up, you know, like she's selling out like Oracle and freaking Shorelines and stuff. So it's harder to get. Yeah,
the intimate setting is gone, and it's
Yeah.
So but now I know better. Now I know better. It's a learning curve. Like now I know if there's an artist I like, it's a small venue. dole out the extra money to do the meet and greet.
Yeah,
just
You
go,
never know.
man. Just do it, man.
just do exactly. I guess for the most memorable. Oh, I don't know. I guess since then we've been to like so many like music events that like a lot of them are very memorable for different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the craziest one would be EDC 2013.
Wow.
The last day. So I'll give you a little background story. I bought 2 handles of Gentleman's Jack from Costco, and so one was for me, and one was for my 2 friends. And then I told them,
I like how you said one was for you,
yeah.
solo, and one bottle was for 2 people to share.
Yeah. So then I brought it up to them. I was like, hey, we have a week because we got there, I believe, Wednesday night, Thursday morning, I believe. And I was like, hey, this bottle's for me and this bottle's for you 2. We're going to see who drinks the most out of all these days. And then like, we're just, I guess like just for bragging rights, we didn't like really like get a bet. But
Zyda walks in there, throws down a challenge like that. Like, let's see if you can drink a bottle, you 2 can drink a bottle, or me quicker. Yeah,
so,
and
exactly.
I bought it for y'all.
Exactly. So what sucks though is that, you're in Vegas, you're already drinking, right? You're drinking a ton. So what ended up happening was they sort of cheated anyways. They had their bottle open and like everyone in our room was drinking out of their bottle already.
Oh, come on.
So I had to kind of play catch up. And then I didn't play catch up until the last day of EDC.
Uh-oh.
And so it was pretty bad.
Like,
hey, but to say is like, this was how much they beat me. Like if it was liquor wise, like that's only how much they beat me.
And it was so it wasn't just 2 people; it was multiple people sipping off that bottle.
Yeah.
But
so they lost.
But I'll be honest, like I did once, like because not everyone knew. It was only me and them 2 that knew, right? And then once like the others found out, I guess 2 other people helped me by drinking in my bottle. But I was like, no, it's fine.
It's gotta be
like,
me.
But they're like, no, it's fine. We feel bad. We didn't know it was a competition.
Yeah.
So like, he got fucked up. Like, so we were supposed to go on a shuttle to EDC.
Oh gosh.
He didn't make it.
He was like, I'm gonna take a shower first, and then I'm gonna meet you guys down there. So there was 2 groups leaving at different times. So from what I heard was he went into the shower, he fell while taking a shower, and he was still in all of his clothes.
Oh man!
So he was drenched, and then like he was just like, "Leave me, it's okay."
Oh man!
So like they're like the people who was with her was like, "No, you gotta take a shower
for this
change,"
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. So what happened for me was we got to the shuttle. And Adrian, if you remember the first time we went to EDC 2012,
yeah, guys, I went to EDC too.
We'll talk more about that.
That was 2012.
But 2012, when we took the shuttle, you remember that hype guy?
Yeah, I think so.
When I say ED, you say C. EDC. EDC. So I was like, man, that's pretty awesome. Like just to like get everyone on the bus to chat that, right? So I was super wasted, of course, at this point. We get down to the bus, and as it, I wait for it to like start taking off, and I do the same chant. Right? I was like, when I say ED, you say C. EDC. So like everyone joined that. It's like, oh man, that's fucking clean. And then I passed that.
Hey, that means you had a great start to the concert.
Man. You got great everyone rallied up, and then that was
exactly. So I passed out on the shuttle.
I like it.
Oh, my face is hurting from smiling.
I get off. I'm the last one off. Like May's trying to wake me up to get me off the shuttle.
Yeah.
And then I was like, like where am I? All dazed.
Oh my gosh.
And then we got off the shuttle. I was like, I need to go use the porta potty, right?
Yeah.
And apparently, I passed out again in the porta potty.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
standing.
Okay,
I'm not
good.
saying, and like I'm standing while holding, the wall, right? And at this time,
the
still,
defense is kicked in.
yeah. But then it smells in there, right? So I'm like in and out of consciousness due to the smell.
Yeah.
And then, like I just hear banging on the porta potties, like,
oh gosh,
hey, you've been in there for how long? It's my group of friends. And then they ended up prying the porta potty door open because it was locked. So, like they pried it open, and I was like, what? I was like, oh shit, all right, I'll get out, right? And then I got out. Then they're like, are you good? I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. So we're walking to the entrance, and then one of my friends was like, if you're not good, just go into the ambulance, go with the EMT, and they'll take you to the medical tent. I was like,
give you an IV. Be back like that. They give you an IV?
So they gave me an IV. So I remember going into the ambulance. I was like, I didn't even fight it. I was like, okay, yeah, let's do it.
Wow.
So I get in the ambulance, and then I remember the EMT like put the IV in me, and then but when she put it in me, like a bunch of blood.
She
went
put
on
it
my
in you,
shorts.
huh?
Yeah, she put it in me. No, exactly. And then but no one could go on with me, right? So like May and everyone else had to go inside first.
Yeah.
And so I remember sleeping, and I woke up and I was like, where the hell am I? Like after, like I think I took like a 3-hour nap.
Damn.
And I woke up, I was like, where am I? I had to like recollect everything.
But you felt like $1 million because of that IV.
Kinda. I mean, I felt much better. I'm not gonna say like,
Yeah.
But so I woke up, and they're like, oh, they start questioning me, like, oh, what did you take? And I was like, nothing, man. I was just drinking.
Yeah.
And then like they're like, oh, okay, well, what you could do is you could go around and go back in line to get inside. So like, if you remember the motor speedway, it's pretty hard because you get no signal on your cell phone.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
So if you get lost, you better have walkie-talkies, right? Like Adrian said, or have a meetup spot like set up. And so like we set up a meetup spot because May and my friend went to like come see me when I got up, and then like we set up a meetup spot. But then when we set up the meetup spot, once I got inside, because it took forever because there's a line to like pat you down and check everything still.
Yeah.
Once I got in, I was like, I need to go to the bathroom. So I was like, oh, what am I gonna do? So I'm just by myself, and coincidentally, after using the bathroom, I run into another friend, like randomly, that I know but didn't go with us. So I was like, hey, let me use your cell phone because May has my cell phone too. So I was like, oh crap. So I ended up calling my phone and then like telling them where I'm at. So like we ended up meeting again. So it was pretty crazy, man.
That's crazy. That's crazy how you checked into the EMT and then you just took a nap. And you wake up and they're like, you good? All right, get back in there.
Exactly. You're like,
holy crap.
So I guess
would have been like, I don't want to go in there.
Hey, party, Dad, party on.
That's freaking crazy awesome.
But it was a pretty magical like time when I met up with my group again because everyone was like, oh my God, he's here. And like the set that was going on was Above and Beyond, if anyone knows Above and Beyond, but they're very feelsy, more like emotional. So like when they came on and I got there, it was just like, it was meant to be. I was like, nice. It's so magical.
Nice. Damn.
Yeah, it was intense. That's why you gotta go to a festival, Kumar.
You know what?
You gotta go with friends, man.
Jerry was trying to get me to go to EDC this year. I was on board. He still bought his plane ticket. I'm just like, I don't know. This isn't the year for me. I don't know how COVID's gonna go. So I'll eventually go. Who knows? Maybe I'll go. Who knows? I'll go.
Damn.
But
I got moved to October.
Did it?
They got moved to October. A lot of stuff got moved to October. Like I think Coachella got moved to October also.
Oh yeah. Coachella.
It was supposed to be actually right now, this weekend.
Coachella.
This weekend was Coachella.
Was it?
Yeah. this is the first week of Coachella if it was happening at the scheduled time.
Coachella.
Yeah. So happy Coachella. Coachella. Coachella.
Oh,
No, I was
yeah.
kidding. No, I was kidding. Just kidding. But yeah. So those are our concerts experience. I mean,
I feel like you outnumber your concerts outnumber. I mean, I've only been to like a handful.
Yeah.
Like,
Man.
and you've probably been to like at least like 50, 60 or more.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, see,
would.
I can probably count all the ones I've been to on my hand. I don't remember all of them.
Nice.
Well, because so when I went to the Super Bowl, we got tickets to the Ray Sermon concert. Only because it was unlimited drinks and the tickets were like $80. So I was like,
what?
$80 unlimited
and unlimited drinks? What the
yeah,
heck?
I was like, let's do it.
Heck yeah.
So that was one, and I was like,
But
that was a cool experience.
Was it this past Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The New Orleans one, I didn't do any of the concerts when I went in 2012. I was too new to that Super Bowl was in 2012. My first concert was in 2011. So it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But I mean, Super Bowl, I'm guessing you had to like break bank for that.
Bro, no. We're talking about the first one or this one?
This one.
This one, I mean, I didn't I didn't buy tickets to the game because they were ridiculous. Like $6,000 a ticket.
That's why when you said you went to the Super Bowl, I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that.
Didn't go to the game. So
you just went for the experience.
Well, the goal was, so when I went to the Super Bowl in 2012, the tickets fell right like a couple of days before the game. And I remember the Super Bowl was on Sunday. I bought my ticket Thursday because the ticket had fallen to $850. And when I bought the ticket for $850, and I saw because you pick up the ticket the day before the game, and that was the same for this Super Bowl, so nothing has changed. And the ticket, when I went to pick up the ticket, I paid $850. I picked up the ticket, and the face said $850. So I was like, "Fuck yeah!" I didn't pay extra for the ticket. I paid face.
Yeah.
This time the tickets were too much. There's no way I was gonna pay it. And I was like hoping last minute the tickets will fall. So I was like, let me get the flight out there. Let me get a hotel. If I'm there, the chances of going to the game are much higher.
Yeah.
It just didn't work out that way. Our backup plan concert also. Our backup plan, we went to 1111, which was a strip club, which was hosting the game. And we paid, I want to say like almost $2,000 for bottle service. So it was me, my boy Jerry, another one of our friends. And we went, so there was no strippers in there. It was literally hosting the game. And it came with barbecue, unlimited drinks. And then we had, so I could go to the bar, get unlimited drinks. We also had our bottle on the table, but we had to buy bottle service to get the table, or otherwise we'd be standing. No one wants to stand during the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I was standing.
Well, I mean, like during the downtimes, but the screen was freaking huge. Like we were sitting on the upper level, and the screen was literally the entire wall in front of us. So it was insane. And right after the Super Bowl, we got to see Ludacris perform.
Luda.
Yeah, so I mean, it's low key. It was Luda, some hype man. 50 Cent happened to be in the club. If you go on my Instagram and scroll to it, you'll see me call out, "Oh, 50 in the house," and you'll see the Luda concert.
Nice.
But that was my cop out Super Bowl experience because I wasn't gonna pay $6,000 for nosebleed tickets. No.
Yeah. Damn, $6,000 for nosebleed.
And again, that's the crazy thing. Like when we got there, the ticket price was $3,000 for nosebleeds. They didn't tank. They went up. I was like, how does that work? Did you guys go to the game? Did you leave the tickets on the table? Like, sell it for face. Someone would have bought it. But
I'm pretty sure they just went, but then they were just trying to sell it, like to see if they could make a profit. Right?
Yeah. One of my friends' friends ended up buying a ticket, $6,000, the day before, and he got mid bowl. So mid bowl tickets. He said he had a blast. He said it wasn't worth it because we lost. I went in 2012. Every minute I was in the stadium, outside the stadium was worth it, because when is the next time I'll get to experience that again?
The
was my mind thought. And then
Yeah.
that was the exact sentiment. When I got to this year, I couldn't even go to the game, but I got to experience it once. So I was like, okay, at least I did it once. So I'm like, I was completely worth it. Like, I may never get to experience it again because the way Super Bowl tickets are going, it's just gonna be out of reach.
Nice. Too much, man. People are greedy.
Right, like let it. And the thing that sucks is, so I have season tickets for the 49ers, and they're supposed to do a raffle. And then one of my friends' friend works for the Niners, and then they had the option to buy unlimited amount of tickets. Why are y'all letting staff buy an unlimited amount of tickets, but you're only giving away like, I think they gave away 10,000 tickets to season ticket holders by lottery.
What?
Right. I think it might have been less than 10,000. I think it might have been 1,000. I know it was a 1 in front first. So it might have been 10,000 or 1,000. I can't remember. But if you have tickets to let staff continue buying tickets for them and their family, let fans buy it. Let us fill the house, because in the stadium, the Chiefs outnumbered us. It was like 3-1. The Chiefs outnumbered Niner fans 3-1.
No.
Yeah, like put us in the seats and we're gonna be there.
Yeah.
I mean,
it ended up being just like, I'm pretty sure scalped anyways. Like
Right.
these KC fans, you know?
I don't want to remember that Super Bowl.
Hey, bro,
no one does.
It was and I remember I've now been to 2 losing. I've been to 1, and I was in the vicinity for the second one.
Maybe you should stop going.
Hey,
No, I
didn't go to the second one, and our defense gave it away both times, and our offense just couldn't finish when they needed to.
Man, the refs are so biased.
I know there was some calls. I'm like, that should have been called. I mean, that shouldn't have been called.
I mean, it'll always be there. I'm not gonna say, but
exactly.
then like we still threw it away. So
yeah, we had our chances.
I mean, 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter,
and you let Mahomes score in the double digits. It's what the hell?
Yeah. So it's whatever. I mean, it is what it is. Time to move on. Revenge tour 2020. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
The COVID will help us. No, I was kidding.
Let's hope there is a football season.
I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Let's hope there is a football season, because remember, basketball is gone. Baseball has been pushed back.
Yeah, baseball is thinking about like playing at one stadium, right?
They're doing something.
Staying at a
They're doing something. They want to do something.
What do you mean? Each team staying at a stadium?
Each team is gonna kind of stay like at a different location of a hotel, I guess. Like,
But don't they have to go to the same stadium and play?
Yeah. So they'll go to the same stadium.
I mean, they should do it. They should do it like WWE had WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think they're gonna try to do something like that.
Yeah,
I think that's what they're gonna try to do.
Where there's no people in the stadium, right?
For football, that won't work because I want my season ticket money back then.
Like I say, is we're going back to concerts though, like crazy things. I went to a club that kind of became a concert because of some DJ. I don't know who he was, but he was like this. And everyone, every time he did that. And basically what happened was like there was like this Asian dude who got like he got lifted up, right? So what do you call that when you're traveling on top of everyone?
Crowd surfing?
This small dude was like getting crowd surfed, and then like he got to the point where like he was near our area, and then we kind of just pushed him to go back, but like there's these other dudes who like they just didn't want to participate. So when the guy got pushed into that area, the dude just totally just fell on his head, man. Oh man! I was like,
he all right?
And then me and my cousin saw the whole thing because we're afar, right? But we did our part where we pushed him, and when we're just watching the dude, and then all of a sudden like, oh crap, that guy's about to fall on the ground because there's nobody there. Yeah. And it happened, and we're like, no!
And you were dying laughing at the same time.
We were laughing, but we felt bad at the same time.
Damn.
But was he all right?
I think he got up. Well, he got up, and then I think he did it again. He did it again, and I think it happened again.
Oh man! All right, that's his spot.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna.
Hey, but he didn't do it a third time, right?
But the reason why I'm bringing this up because it was my cousin's birthday, and then he was crowd surfing, and then we made like my cousin made sure he was okay. Like he was like literally cutting through the group of people and just trying to support him as best as he can. Because dude, you are like 8 feet in the air, man. Like that's crazy.
Oh man, that's hilarious. But like looking back on it, since he's all right, that's just insane.
Like I've always wanted to crowd surf, but I never will. I don't feel comfortable with
You
it.
better,
I'm
better protect your head.
Ah!
You have to protect your head, bro.
Right? Go up there with the helmet.
Don't
Get
you
some
remember?
elbow pads.
What was it? MTV, like their music awards.
Yeah.
Where Black Eyed Peas was opening, and then who was it? One of them tried to like jump in to do like a crowd surf, but like no one caught him.
Oh my gosh!
They just moved out of the way.
Yeah, they just moved out of the way. It was like, dang, that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, that is messed up. That's I don't know. You remember like when Steph Curry was like he had too much momentum and he jumped into like the crowd, but the people just moved out of the way. They didn't try to catch him or something.
Yeah. And that was all Warriors fans too.
Yeah, dude, come
like,
on, that's Steph Curry.
How are you gonna not catch your boy?
Exactly. It's like, come on.
That's when you know. I remember that because I was like, if I was there, I would have stood up and caught him.
Yeah, no, I'm like, yeah,
like
just
come
put
into
your
my
hand
loving
out
arm.
there. Yeah. Catch him, guys. Don't be scared.
I got you. Then you could pay me afterwards for saving your life.
That's how the world works, huh?
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Be like, I just want a picture with you like this, Curry.
I know. Can we just take a selfie right now? Because I'm literally like, I just caught you.
That would be hilarious. Man. All right. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
I was gonna chime in earlier about the when you were talking about IVs and after being drunk. I can't remember if it was Steve-O or who.
Uh-huh.
I was watching them and they were taking an IV drip of either tequila or vodka. Right. So it's the exact opposite.
Oh
he's
my
like
gosh.
talking to you and he goes start and he just like it was like the funniest shit in the world. I think it was Steve-O.
Steve-O does some crazy. Yeah.
Those guys are
shit,
crazy.
Right? He put hot sauce in his eye not too long ago because he was on one of my favorite YouTube shows, The Hot Ones.
Oh yeah.
So he was on there. I think it was that where he put it in the eye. That man's crazy, but awesome.
Can't do it. The stuff Steve-O does, man. It's like some is very cringe, and like other ones, like it's just like insane.
Insane, yeah.
Like, what are you doing to yourself, man?
that guy's crazy. They like it though.
Or what do they call it now? Clout chasing?
Is that what he's doing?
No, I don't know. I'm just saying he's always been doing it though.
Yeah,
he's been doing crazy stuff for crazy reasons. I don't know what his reasons are.
He likes it, man.
I have a friend who actually met him.
Uh-huh.
And she said he was like one of the most nicest, genuine. You would never know he did things like that. So, and I could see it. He's very eccentric and wild, but
seems like a nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like he's doing stuff to other people. He's doing it to himself.
Yeah.
So, but like, it's just like, man, how are you gonna put yourself in so much harm?
Mm-hmm.
But
for a little bit of glory.
Yeah.
But I mean, in his case, a lot of glory.
Yeah. That group got crazy popular in our time.
And then they're still making movies off, like they're making not Jackass movies, but movies like with the Jackass formula.
Yeah. Like Bad Grandpa.
Bad Grandpa. There's another one that's about to come out.
What?
Wow. It's not Jackass. I'm Googling it right now. What's the name? It's like remember what's his name?
That helps.
The main guy from Jackass.
Johnny Knoxville?
Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah,
he did another movie where he pretended he was like walking around with his grandchild or something. And it was like the people in the scenario didn't know it was
Yeah.
fake.
That's bad. Isn't that Bad Grandpa?
Isn't that Bad Grandpa? Yeah.
It's Bad Grandpa.
Okay, yeah. They're doing another one like that. I'm trying to remember
Okay.
what it's called.
Didn't he do something with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Did he?
I'm not
You
sure.
know, I know he did one with The Rock.
I know he was in Men in Black. I know he was in Men in Black.
Yep, he was. He gets his head knocked. Yeah. You get the double head.
Yeah. But other than that, I don't know. He's been in a few.
He's been in a lot of movies though.
Yeah. That's true.
And he directed. I was surprised that I find out that he directed a couple. I think the biggest one was The Ringer and Dukes of Hazzard.
Dukes of Hazzard's the one with Owen Wilson. Was it Owen Wilson?
With Owen Wilson? I don't think it's with Owen Wilson, but it's the one with Jessica Simpson.
Yeah.
Sean William Scott.
It's with Sean William Scott?
Yeah, the guy from American Pie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sean, I just looked it up. Sean William Scott. And isn't Jessica Simpson's Daisy Duke?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Luke Duke. Johnny Knoxville is Luke Duke.
Nice.
I like him. He's hella funny. I like even The Ringer. I was dying, man.
I don't think I watched The Ringer.
Bro, it's hella fun. It's so funny. Yeah, and I'm like looking at his IBDM account, and he's also in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the live action one.
Oh, what?
That was probably like the worst movie.
The worst. I don't think I watched the live act, but
it's cool. I'm kidding. It's cool.
The most recent one?
Yeah.
I don't think I watched the most recent. Is that the one like where they were spinning on their shells in the avalanche? Something like that? Like there's a scene like that? I don't know.
Yes. I think, yeah, that's one of them. I can't remember if that's one or two. I mean, see, the movie wasn't that great. I can't even remember it.
Sorry. From there. I don't know.
Let's call it a day.
We want to call it? That's how we end it? All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining us on another episode of The Genuine Guys.